Good morning, everyone, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hey, we got to go back to PC language on YouTube. I got in trouble for my experiment that I did with my shorts. So, just to let everybody know. Okay, thank you. I am very excited this morning. Don't ask me why. I just woke up in a really good mood. It happens from time to time. Hello, Asia Unscripted. I hope that you are doing very well in your Hanoi queue room, getting ready for all the pleasures of Vietnam. I'm sure that's going to be awesome. Anon says, evening all. He's a negator, fit to fly, good to go one day, and a wake up, and I'm on my way to Bangkok. Love it. Love it. Asia says, yes, it most definitely should. Robert says, everyone making me jealous right now. I know, man. I know, man. I know, man. Yeah, Thailand is a good place to come to. Can you believe Thailand needs tourism? Like seriously, can you believe Thailand needs tourism? All I have to do is go through one news source for you today. Just one, not two, just one. Go through one news source for you today. And I'm going to read some of these articles. And you're going to understand the true state, the true mentality, the true, what's the word I'm looking for? The true vibe of Thailand and just where we're at right now. Just where we're at right now. Kwong says, indeed. Indeed. I can look outside my window right now, and the P.25 air pollution is so bad I can't see more than probably half a mile. Welcome to Bangkok. Welcome to Bangkok. All right, so let's start off with some breaking news. First of all, to anyone on this, oh, that's pretty cool. They do the last test on the day 12. I like that. I was just watching a video by Integrity Legal this morning, and they were saying that a lot of people here were having to stay more than 14 days in ASQ because they were getting tested on the last day, and then they were waiting on that test to come back. So, yeah, good job, everybody. Non-Newt Gardens installs gigantic new elephant statue as prominent attraction. Wow. Okay, let's move on. I just told you about the dust particles outside. It's bad, man. It's bad. I mean, it just looks like a cloud of fog outside. Same thing in Hanoi. I understand. Congratulations, Anon and Asian Unscripted, for getting out doing more life. I'm very excited for you guys. I really am. I'm very happy. I'm just in the mood to talk this morning, and I'm really tired of all the BS and all that stuff. So, Griffin, hello to you, sir. Hello to you. Good to see you in the chat, as always. For my channel members, and if you are not a channel member, listen to this very carefully. If you are not a channel member, listen to this. Robert's going to post the channel member link in just a second. Okay? Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., we will have a channel member only live stream. Okay? That will not be a politically correct live stream. You can go in that live stream and we can let loose and turn up the volume and talk about how we really feel and what's really going on. So that live stream will be at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and it will be for members only. How can you get there? What's up, Gerald? Good to see you, bro. Hey, Greg, and FPV there says, love you. Do you think well, I'll answer that in a second. There's the channel member link, guys. If you want to be involved I'm going to start doing this, I hope twice a month, at least once a month, where we actually have a channel members only live stream on what's Sunday morning to me, Saturday night to you. It's ad free, and because you're a channel member, it won't cost anything and all that stuff. Yeah, it should be a good motivation to join Anon because it's on. It's $2.99 a month to become a channel member. Plus, you get a few extra perks too. So, yeah, it would be it's a good meeting place for all of us to hang out and chat and talk about the things that really matter and talk about the things that we can't really discuss in depth that we need to discuss in depth on this channel, on the regular Do More Life channel, which it'll still be Do More Life channel, but it'll be members only. It'll be age restricted. It'll be all that stuff. So you won't have to worry about pretty much anything you say. Just don't slander Thailand or anybody else, and you should be okay. Or libel, whatever. Let me get back. I'll mention that a few times throughout the live stream because I think that'll be just awesome. If you have an extra $2.99 a month, you may join as well. That's my next little project. That's the big announcement for membership. So I hope to see a whole bunch of green membership signs come up throughout this live stream. And see you tomorrow on that live stream for sure at 9 a.m. Now, let's see. Where was I? Griffin, and then okay, Wiccan. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. Hey, there's Anon. Welcome to the Do More Life family, sir. He's going to be in the chat tomorrow. Why? Because he is now a channel member. Thank you for joining, Anon. I really appreciate it. FPV says, love you. Do you think they will drop 15 day? Hang on. Oh, wait. Do you think they will drop 15 days soon or shut the border entirely? They're not going to shut the border entirely, but that 15 days is going to stay in place for a long time. I have a good feeling. I'm going to go into some stuff, and I've saved the best for last, guys. I've saved the best for last. I'm going to go into some stuff that really tells you just how, for those of you that don't know, the tourism sector in Thailand is absolutely crushed. It's demolished. It's bad, very bad. There's no reason in beating around the bush anymore. There's no reason in telling you that, you know, these little trickles of good here and there. If you hadn't hit the like button, hit the like button. But there's no little trickle of good here, trickle of good there. None of that is going to play a huge role in getting the Thailand industry or tourism industry back up off its feet. Okay, they've closed hotels, some in some places indefinitely, and that's good for the workers there because the workers need to be able to draw the Social Security benefits, so that they're making a little bit of money. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for them. But it's not a good thing for the travel industry. It's not a good thing for the tourism industry. And tomorrow we're going to talk about the two options. When we go to our members only live stream, we're going to talk about the two options that Thailand really has. Because, you know, just as a matter of genuine opinion, I'm just really tired of all this ASQ and excuses why we can't have tourism here. It's just, yeah, it's just, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Gerald says, looking forward to member online chat. Yes, sir, you will be there. Tim, what's up, Tim? Gerald says, are the borders open? Thinking about leaving the Dominican Republic, visiting your neck of the woods? You can certainly do that. Just make sure you get all your paperwork in order. And I'd contact the legal professional, Gerald, if I were you. Don't do it through a company. Do it through, just use Integrity Legal and get them to help you through the process. They'll get you a ASQ hotel and all that good stuff and bring you up to speed on what's going on and all that good stuff. Okay, in the news, let's read the first article here. Oh, I have my green juice. 1 second, guys. Hey, Robert Mack. Good to see you, bud. Did not get all my green juice finished this morning, so here I go. Now you can't fuss at me for drinking Coke. Okay. Public Health Minister once again says he has volunteered to be the first person in Thailand to be magic shotted and prove it safe. Now, in case you guys don't know, I'm going to read the article, see if they say it, okay? I think they do say it over here. And this is, to me, a little disheartening, just to me. The Thai Public Health Minister, they call his name, stated to the Thai press this afternoon that he was confirming once again that he has volunteered to be the first person in Thailand to get magic shot when they arrive to confirm the Thai people they are safe. This follows concern from some individuals over the potential efficacy and safety of the Sinovac Chinese V, in particular, which the Pattaya News notes is only a small portion of the overall magic shot program and doses ordered in Thailand. If you don't know, they had that particular magic shot got a big downgrade last week from around 80%, approximately 80% efficacy to I think 53%, 54%, somewhere in that neighborhood. So, half and half. Why not? He also said that the whole process of the magic shots would be Sophan Mekthon, Assistant Minister of the Ministry of Public Health, who would ensure that all safety measures would be fully met. And then the main guy said that he was confident in the safety of vaccines, and that is why he was personally volunteering to be first. He had previously stated last year that he was willing to be I said the V word, didn't I? He had previously stated last year that he was willing to be the first person, but was now doubling down. It's worth noting, however, that there has been no set in stone confirmation that he will be the first in the country to receive the magic shot. The first round of magic shots in Thailand is expected to arrive from Sinovac sometime next month. But that doesn't mean that you will necessarily get them sometime next month. I've heard some bad news on foreigners being able to receive these over here. So it's probably going to cost foreigners an arm and a leg to get that magic shot. Just being honest with you guys. Let's see. And I said I would be very hesitant to take meds from China. Any meds, 100% agree, 1000% agree. Greg says, don't most prescription drugs already come from China? You have that's a loaded question. Greg, you should become a channel member and we'll talk about that tomorrow. I guess the technical answer is sort of. I could get much more into detail about that, and I will. Check this out, guys. Terminal 20. Let me just go to the article. I want to read this. Article for you here because this is amazing. Andrew Jones, hello, sir. Andrew, you have been around the channel long enough. If you would like to be a part of tomorrow's members only chat, in which you can come in and not worry about what you say, no political correctness. We can talk about everything. We just can't slander or libel anybody, and we can use bad words too. You can become a channel member for $2.99 a month. Plus, you get updates and some other perks and all that stuff. That's more on tune there, Greg. Got you, buddy. Check this out. Terminal 21 Pattaya to build 400 million baht, 1,400 space free parking lot for everyone. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, wait, there's nobody in Pattaya. Woo! Oh, I'm so excited about this. Hey, Terminal 21 Pattaya department store executive leader has discussed and gained approval with Pattaya City Mayor to build a 1,400 space-free parking lot garage that will cost 400 million baht, which is expected to be done later this year. Very interesting. Do they expect to have tourism back? Because we need tourism before you need tourists and you need people in Pattaya before you have parking lots and things like that. Anon says Greg raw ingredients, but they get yeah, that's it. 100%. And that's what I was trying to say. Stuck, what's up, man? What about the 35 million doses of afternoon? Who knows at this point? Stuck, I know you just joined the chat, but just so you know, you're already a channel member. Tomorrow we're having a members only live chat at 9 a.m. Of course, it'll be ad free, the whole 9 yards. And we're going to go full blast. I don't think, as long as you follow the community guidelines, you're okay. So there shouldn't be a I'm going to put an age restriction on it so you can say bad words, and we can really talk about everything. We just can't talk about we can't slander or libel anybody. We don't want to do that. Okay, just now I'm able to comment. Good. Just wanted to make sure, and if anybody else is interested, all you got to do is become a channel member. Yeah, I mean, it's literally $2.99 a month, guys. It's not hard to do. You just click the link that Robert puts up, or you can go down and look and say join or contribute here or something, whatever the button says besides subscribe. Okay. Ty Guy Bryce. Ty Guy Bryce says help feed the people or build a useless car park. We'll talk about it. Welcome to the club. Absolutely. Anon says there's a song from Thai band Taito Smith called Amazing Thailand. Look up the lyrics in English. It will explain a lot of things, like the garage at Terminal 21 in Pattaya. I bet it will. Anon says better watch out for legit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely can't. The legit majesty laws, we can't break those, of course. Definitely can't break those. No, we don't want to get into politics, particularly Thai politics at all. None. So we just have to stay away from all that. And Robert has got the link up. I wish we had more people in here so they could get their channel membership on and come to the chat tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting. I have some good topics lined up, some things to think about, some things to talk about. I think it'll be very beneficial for the family. And I say the family because channel members that sign up usually care about the DoMoreLife channel, and they're the people that actually share videos and that contribute to the channel, and not necessarily financially or monetarily. I'm just saying they contribute their thoughts or help for the community to the channel. Okay, moving on. They launched a flower garden in Bangkok. That's going to be a tourist attraction. Here's a good article. Let's read this one. This is going to be good. I'm telling you, I'm saving the best article for last year, guys. There's a really good article that's going to kind of put things in perspective. See my shirt? Inspire others. Inspire others. By the way, you can still go to my Teespring store and get your DoMoreLife merchandise. It's going to be going away very soon because I'm going to go with a new company who does really cool stuff. More to come on that. So if you want original DoMoreLife merchandise, go to the Teespring. Robert, can you pop the Teespring link up there if you don't get a majority? And if you get them at, and pick up your original DoMoreLife merchandise there, that would be great. Stuck says, Greg, yes, about the majority manufacturing in China for 20 plus years. Yeah, we went over that too, Stuck. They're not, the raw ingredients come from China. They're put together over here, or put together in America, put together somewhere else. And I'm not sure that I want to, well, YouTube can just do its thing, whatever. Okay, Pattaya. Pattaya City Mayor. yesterday, January the 14th, which was a little bit old, had ordered a financial inspection in order to prepare to purchase 240,000 doses of the magic shot vaccination for all, with an asterisk beside it, Pattaya local residents, if approved by the Prime Minister. The mayor revealed that officials from the Pattaya City Finance Office and related departments were invited to a meeting yesterday to clarify the financial and fiscal status of Pattaya City, including details of projects that will be constructed this year in order to estimate financial power before planning to purchase hundreds of thousands of shots for Pattaya area residents. Residents would reportedly get the vaccine for free with an asterisk. I just wonder what that asterisk means. The decision was made following the government's authorization stating that local governments can purchase the magic shots for their own people if they choose to do so in order to speed up the process of getting residents and places according to the records. Pattaya City can operate according to principles and policies under the standards from the FDA and the Ministry of Public Health to provide. However, further trading procedures will depend on the requirements and some other steps from various departments. Currently, house registration of Pattaya City has reached a total population of 120,000 people. Then we should need about 240,000 shots. If the price of the supplied vaccine was approximately 300 baht, this is just an estimate, not a hard cost, Pattaya would need a budget of at least 72 million baht in order to cover all the residents of the city. Pattaya City has initially set a budget of roughly 80 million baht to invest in the magic shots, the mayor concluded. By getting Pattaya City residents V'd quickly, the mayor hopes to be able to encourage tourism and to return to the area faster and begin to rebuild the city that has been devastated by the virus and measures implemented to respond to it. Boy, he sounds enthusiastic. Here's the asterisk. The Pattaya News notes that it was not made clear if foreign residents, I knew it had something to do with foreigners, if foreign residents, even with work permits or other proof of residence, would be able to be part of this rollout, or if it would cost them money, and there was not an immediate answer to this question. There were also no immediate answers to other questions, such as what the exact magic shot timetable would be, where the vaccine, I said it again, would come from, or how the rollout of the bees in Pattaya would take place. So there you go. I think the asterisks always got something to do with, some weird stuff. Let's see there. Hey, Mr. Mitch, what's up, man? Good to see you. Oh, we got another channel member. I'll get there in a second. Let me see. Where was I at? Yeah. Just so you guys know that are coming to the members only live stream tomorrow. No lege majesté laws. I think I said that right. You can't break those. So don't talk about the monarchy in any way, form, or fashion. There's the Teespring link. Autumn Asia says, "Oh, good. I made another live." Yes, you did. Yes, you did. If you want to make another live, you can become a channel member and make tomorrow's live stream where we can let loose and talk freely and openly about everything except slander and libel towards Thailand or other countries. Mr. Mitch, great to see you. Thank you for coming by. He's already a member, so he'll be there tomorrow. We're having a live stream tomorrow at 9 a.m. for members only. 9 a.m. Bangkok time, 9 p.m. East Coast. So I hope you make it, Mr. Mitch. Robert Mack says, good. Dustin Bear, I'll just call you Dustin. I'm coming for a month. Good. Actually, well, I hope you to be coming for 45 days, not just a month. Mr. Mitch, good to see you. Ty Guy Bra, you said to be again. I know I'm talking too fast. And Wicon FPV, welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. That's always a good thing. Yeah, we'll keep you posted, and we'll have some good updates for you. And the like I said, the members only live stream that can happen. Maybe 2 times a month, at least once a month. We're going to do that at least once a month. So tomorrow's will be for January. Ty Guy Bro, Mr. Mitch says, I'll be there. Hey, stuck up good. Ross, hey, Ross. Ross says, good morning, JC. I was up early writing on your channel. I saw that. Then went back to bed. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you keeping up the comments. You're fantabulous, and I mean that in the best regard possible. Video on retiring in Thailand that is on this channel has done amazing in terms of viewership. So thank you for catching some of the comments. I greatly appreciate it. Robert Ann says, everyone in the chat, please join. Special members only live stream tomorrow. Become a channel member here. Yes. And as I said, we're going to do that once, at least twice a month. That's guaranteed fact. Guaranteed fact. Mr. Mitch says, was just promoting your resort, Ross and Ryan. Hey, promote his channel too. He's got a home improvement series going on his channel. And the resort that his wife owns is just absolutely amazing. I've stayed there several times. Green juice. Good stuff. Okay, let's read some more about how awesome Thailand is being right now. Chiang Mai holds major public health meeting, announces priorities with illness-related measures to stay in place for now. All right, Anon, see you, buddy. Must be some playoff games on. Today is power washing the fence. Cool. Chiang Mai holds major public health meeting, announces priorities, illness-related measures to stay in place for now. Wow. Doesn't really sound like they want a lot of tourism back, but we're going to talk about that. Yes, 9 a.m. my time tomorrow night, or 9 a.m. my time tomorrow, which will be 9 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States tomorrow. That's correct. Chiang Mai, the Chiang Mai Provincial Public Health Department and Communicable Disease Committee held a major meeting this afternoon to discuss the current status of the situation in Chiang Mai and the current status of regulations, measures, and restrictions in place around the illness. This is not, however, a surprise, as both the CCSA and the Chiang Mai governor said multiple times this week that they will review the situation with the illness over the next 2 weeks and possibly, but not guaranteed, make some decisions on lifting, loosening, or easing restrictions that have seen many businesses closed. Locally and domestic travel essentially ground to a halt around the end of this month. By the way, that's not good for tourism. I just thought I would throw that out there. Here's a brief recap from the office on what he stated. Number one, heavy focus over the next 2 weeks on proactive searching for potential cases in high-risk areas such as migrant camps, factories, and similar places. A large amount of targeted mass testing in these high-risk places are scheduled. The committee mentioned that over 80% of the Chiang Mai cases are completely asymptomatic. Number two, heavy focus on places that are high risk and either currently ordered closed or never allowed to open, such as illegal gambling. Officials will also continue to ensure venues ordered closed are not open to the public. Number three, officials are continuing to put a lot of effort into locating people who visited venues on timelines and getting them to come forward. We publish timelines in English on a nearly daily basis. Officials stress that people needed to be honest with them and they aren't looking to charge anyone or get anyone in legal trouble, only to detect the illness. Number four, some kind of municipality building will reopen on January 18th. Number five, officials have declined generous offers from several organizations to open more field hospitals as they feel the situation is under control with the hospitals they currently have. Number 6, officials stated they know how difficult and devastating the measures and restrictions are for nearly every business, especially due to the lack of traveling being allowed currently and no domestic tourism. They stated they are working on relief measures for Chonburi residents and more details will be coming in the near future. That concludes the details released from the meeting today. Very interesting. Let me catch up here. Ross says 9:27 a.m. Wait, gambling is illegal in Thailand? You would never know that by the number of card houses in my area. Yeah, well, that's what they say, bro. That's what they say. Let me see here. I got some more good stuff for you guys. This came in this morning, and it's just full of good articles. Full of good articles. Speaking of Rayong, hey Roger, why all the mean faces? Good to see you though. Oh, you got the mean faces because you're coming tomorrow or now, right? I don't know. Why, Roger, why are you upset? Please tell us. We need to know. Why can't FPV says, I honestly feel if the hotels wasn't gouging so bad, they would be full. Gouging, you mean? I don't know. Ross says, next you're going to say the oldest profession is also illegal. Technically it is, but there's actually a big push to make it legal for some reason. Hello, Roger. Again, yes, I agree, Stuck, and we hope all is okay. Turn your frown upside down, my friend. Are you mad because Ohio State lost? Oh, he says, Roger says, flight from Oklahoma City to Dallas, 30 minutes flight. It was delayed 4 hours because wind was too high. Missed my connecting flight. Oh, Roger's coming to Thailand, for you guys that don't know. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Really sorry to hear that. Mr. Mitch has got big smiles. That's pretty bad, man. That sucks, Roger. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I really am. On the bright side, if you're wherever you are on a plane or whatever you're doing tomorrow, he's trying to come to Thailand, Greg. That's for sure. You as a channel member, you don't have to sign up because you're already a channel member. We're going to be having a members only live stream tomorrow. It's going to start at 9 a.m. Bangkok time. So if you are free, you can jump in. We are going to talk about the real deal. We can't break lege majesté laws or majesté laws. In other words, don't talk about the monarchy. We can't break any of those laws, and we still technically have to abide by community guidelines. But I'm going to age restrict the video and demonetize it and all that stuff, so it'll be ad free, all that good stuff, and we can be able to talk freely. It'll be great. Rayong, speaking of Ross and Rayong, here's Rayong announces 6 cases of the illness. Focus on one main village area. Ask public to continue to cooperate. The Rayong governor and Rayong Provincial Communicable Disease Committee held a press conference this afternoon to discuss the current situation with COVID-19. With that thing in the province, which is currently designated as highly controlled and under a number of restrictions and measures. Officials stated that only six cases were discovered today, continuing an overall lowering trend. That is true. The trend is lowering everywhere, by the way, of cases being reported. Officials stated only 6 cases were discovered today, continuing an overall lowering trend of cases since a large number of infections, most linked to alleged illegal gambling, broke out in the province. This in turn spread to other eastern provinces in the area, resulting in Chonburi, Rayong, Chathamburi, all being designated as highly controlled provinces. All four have reported significant improvements in case reduction in the past 2 weeks, and officials have said that they will continue to monitor the situation over the next 2 weeks. And if things continue to improve, it is possible, but not guaranteed. Restrictions such as entertainment venue closures, gym closures, restrictions on travel, and other measures may be loosened or lifted. However, for certain restrictions to be lifted, such as travel measures, the Center for the Illness Situation (CCSA) will also need to give their approval. Rayong officials also said that the current area of concern was the Banmap Rachang village. Somebody pronounce that. Located in the, I'm not even going to try that sub-district. The 6 patients minus 1 were all in mild or asymptomatic condition. They are linked to either prior gambling related clusters or a sriracha related brewery cluster, with the exception of a 5-month-old girl whose source is under investigation and may have been a hospital staff member after a recent visit to a hospital. Hospital staff at the venue in question are being tested, added the Rayong Health Department. So, blam! That's what's going on in Rayong. Then we have an opinion piece. Then we have that piece. Then we have, then we have the new tourism fee. Yes, they will. Thailand wants more money from you to come to Thailand. I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss any comments real quick. Roger says, adios. I have to start emailing Consulate in Chicago. Okay, Roger. Good luck, buddy. Mr. Mitch says, be safe, Roger McGee. Stuck in Florida says, I sat in Chicago O'Hare for 3 days, Roger. It messed me up for a week. I bet it did. 1,265 new cases in the UK. The people here are stupid and selfish. Don't. We'll get into that tomorrow, Ty Guy, right? Robert says, join the special members only live stream tomorrow. Become a channel member here, and there's the link. You can become a channel member for less than $3 a month, and you will get quite a few perks that I'm working on. And well, some I already have, but quite a few perks. And we will have either 1 or 2 members only live streams every month, depending on the changes and the situations. You can sign up for that at the link or at the join button below. Mr. Mitch says, I got food poisoning from biscuits and gravy in O'Hare when I was once delayed for snow and wind. That's horrible, man. Biscuits and gravy are like God's food. You're not supposed to get food poisoning from that. That's horrible. Mr. Mitch said, made a wonderful layover. I bet so. Lyle says, no, not biscuits and gravy. I agree. No, not biscuits and gravy. Mr. Mitch said it tasted great too. Stuck in Florida said, Mr. Mitch, that sucks. The food there was pretty good at the restaurants when I was there. Very expensive, but good. They're always expensive in airports. I hate that. Okay, good. Call back up. Reader talkback results. Do you have confidence that Thai authorities will resolve this round of infections? So this is a talkback reader. It's basically an opinion piece is what I'm trying to say. Ross, will you let me get to that, please? Thank you. See, now I'm going to he just messed up my whole thing. I was going to do that last. I'll come back to his comment. Don't anybody pay him his comment any attention right now, okay? Reader talkback results. Do you have confidence that Thai authorities will resolve this round of COVID of the infections? The following is our weekly feature in which we ask our readers a question, then highlight their responses to the community. About a week ago, we asked the following question to our community. Do you have confidence that the Thai authorities will resolve this round of infections? Your responses were varied and diverse, and we selected a few of your responses below based on diversity of opinion. We also asked some smaller follow-up questions. Some follow-up questions to consider when you answer this. Do you think the current the current, more governor-friendly approach is working. Would you support the CCSA taking over with a centralized but likely highly strict approach? Do you think financial aid should be given to those who are put out of work due to restrictions and measures, including informal workers? Do you see any aspects of this current outbreak as a positive, for instance, moving up timelines for vaccines? If you didn't get a chance to respond, here's how you can. They give you the answers down there. So here is, I guess, let's hear what you had to say. Thoughts are those of the writer. So this is thoughts of the writer, YouTube and Thailand. Okay. I agree, Tim, that Thailand is doing what it can to combat the situation. But ultimately, on tomorrow's live stream, if you remember, I'm going to tell you what the two options really are. I'll explain it then. Let's see. Let's go back up here real quick and catch comments. All right, I'll talk about Ross's comments later. Stuck said, Lyle, did you hear about the members only live stream tomorrow? That's a good point, Stuck. Thank you for reminding him of that. Ross is too informative. No, Ross jumped the gun on that one. Mr. Mitch says it will be struck from the record. There you go, Mr. Mitch. Wicon FPV says, I have such love and respect for Thailand. I have fell in love with them, and my own soil let me down. Hope to be an elite one day. Hey, man, I understand. That's a very interesting point, but I see where you're coming from. Ross says, just ignore me. I have lots of time on my hands. I spend too much time reading news. No problem, man. Mr. Mitch says, I hope it happens for you. Talking to Mr. FPV. And yeah, Tim says, it seems that Thailand government is doing what they can to combat the situation. They are, but it can't talk about it in here. Ross says, that's what happened to me 19 years ago. Good point. Thanks. I really would call that place home if I could get there. You'll be able to get here. Ross says he came for 6 weeks and did everything to finally live here. Lyle says, stuck. My PayPal got screwed up a month ago. I went to become a full team member, but my PayPal is messed up. PayPal has nothing to do with your becoming a full team member or any of that stuff, Lyle. You don't need PayPal. All you have to do, Robert, throw up the link. Throw up the link for him, please. The channel member link. We'll throw up the channel member link for you, Lyle. It's in the description, or it's in the chat about 10 times already. But you can click on that, or there's a button in blue underneath the video that you're watching that says either contribute to the channel or join now or something like that. And that's how you join the channel as a channel member. That's not a PayPal donation. That's or a PayPal contribution. That's a monthly recurring membership. It's pretty cool. Tim says, well, it seems that Thailand is doing a better job with the situation than America. We're going to hold off on that, but because that will lead to politics. But I would say that there's a lot involved in that. That's a very loaded statement, Tim. Thailand is doing a great job. They are doing a good job controlling the situation. They're doing all that good. There are a lot more people in America than there are in Thailand. They're doing a lot more testing in America than they're doing in Thailand. So that's a little subjective. However, I understand your point, and I understand why you would say that. Bob says, any chance Thai baht gets weaker versus U.S. dollar? Nope. Ross says, Tim, they were, but then some people good greedy to look the other got. I don't know what that means. Okay, thanks. Lyle says, good. Lyle, I hope you join up. Tim says, Ross did not know that. Wiccan says, any recommendations on good videos to learn Thai any better than others? There's oh crap, what's that girl that she teaches Thai basically for free on YouTube? Can't think of her name right now. Somebody will. Somebody will be able to tell you. Lyle says, I'm still a regular member. What do you mean, Lyle? Regular member. You don't have any membership tags beside your name, so you're not a member. I don't understand. You're not a channel member. We're trying to get you have to be a somebody explain to Lyle what a channel member is. Ross says, Bob, as long as the USA is going to print money and give it away, do not expect higher valuation. I can agree with that. Mr. Mitch says, I'm an irregular member, but I'm still welcome here. That's true. Benny says, are there any other countries that Thailand would allow citizens to arrive there as a tourist? Yeah, you can come as a tourist from many countries, but not any, but many countries. You just got to go through the process just like you do anywhere else. Stuck says that just makes you regular here. I like that. Should have said they got greedy, not good greedy. That's a matter of opinion. Tim says, I have seen her. She is cute. Okay, Tim, I'll take your word for it, bud. Mod teaches autumn in Asia. I'm not sure. There's your link, Lyle. There's your link. Robert N just put up the link. If you want to be a channel member, that's actually the link to be a channel member. It's a recurring $2.99 a month. And I'll talk to you. I talk to channel members about a few things. Haven't been lately, but getting back to letting them vote on content again. And tomorrow we're going to have a discussion about really the tourism in Thailand, why it's taking such a hit, why you can't go to Pattaya, why you can't go to Phuket, why you can't go to Bangkok and be a tourist like you used to could. Let's see. Do you fool with Bitcoin? Nope. Are there many places there that takes it? Not that I'm aware of, because I don't fool with it. Not that I'm against it. I'm actually very interested in blockchain as dollars around the world, not just U.S. dollars, but as world economies start to devolve. Ross has been in there over 70 countries where you can arrive as tourists with no visas needed prior to entry. Greg says, Thai with mod. Greg, you got me confused, buddy. I love you, but I'm not sure what you mean. Tim says, the woman that teaches Thai on YouTube, she is cute. Oh, yes. She definitely is. She is. Lyle says, Mr. Bitch, you can take medicine for being irregular. That's so true. There's the channel member link. Again, channel member link right there. Robert threw up. So everybody's got that. MA, is it official now? $300 to enter Thailand. Oh, MA, just give me time. I'm getting there, buddy. I'm going to answer your question. I guess the short answer would be possibly. I think it's been proposed. We're going to get there, though. Just hang tight. We're going to get there. Tom says, do you eat Thai or Western food usually? It's the McDonald's different taste. McDonald's does taste different, Tom. It does here. But I've been eating more Thai food lately. Ross says, you can still go to Pattaya. The beach is still open. You can't get into the province right now, dude, if you're from outside of the province. Stuck in Florida says, there are a lot of women that teach Thai on YouTube. That's true. Ross says, Tom cannot talk about McDonald's, but KFC is way better here. Same seasoning, just better chicken. I agree with that. Okay, so speaking of Tom's, this guy, Tom E. responded to the questionnaire. And again, hello, Hamilton. Hello, again, this is just a response from a reader. This is not coming from Jeremy. This is just a response from a reader to the Pattaya News. And this is what he said. Tom E. said, consider it takes some degree of effort to catch HIV, but people manage it. TB is transmitted the same as the current illness, and each year thousands of Thais die from TB. There have been vaccines for, I said the B word again, for decades for the flu, but each year between 5% and 20% of the world, with the average being 9%, catches the flu. Now, what makes any government think they could not control the spread of those other diseases, but somehow they can with this one? Additionally, They tried the lockdown approach once, and obviously the illness rebounded. What on earth could give them reason to think that it won't do the same this time? Even assuming that Thailand could completely eradicate the disease, then what? Remain a locked quarantine country going forward until the world is illness free? Learn to coexist and manage it, is his opinion. And boy, am I going to talk about that tomorrow on the live stream. Michael says 27 million people without income say it all. I have made a prediction that this number will increase unless the government makes a 360 and considers new options. Westerners are needed and are of importance to rebuild Thailand, but if they continue to lock us out, there will be no change. From a few million to 27 million within a year, that's totally the wrong direction to follow. I still do love Thailand, but I hate to see it get totally destroyed. That's a reader's opinion. Mick M says, no, they won't, because a certain doctor's personal crusade to shut down anything to do with alcohol. The first thing shut to restrict spread should be movement of people, making people get travel permissions 2 weeks after then event is worthless. Brian B says they did it before and they can do it again, but of course there will be the same damage to the economy and the public. I agree. And this one, the next comment is a very long one, so I won't read it. Now, on to the good stuff that we've been talking about and waiting for. I don't fool with Bitcoin, just seen their stocks jump 300% and wondered what or where is using it to go up. Good question, man. Hey, New York Frank, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Tim says the whole situation is a big lesson. Whether we take that lesson to heart remains to be seen. Good point. Can't argue with it, brother. Alejandro P. just applied for my visa, and the embassy told me that Thailand is now open to the world, but they are only issuing long stay visas, the STV, 90 days or more. So there are no 1 week trips as of yet. That's true. Can't come in for a week because you got to have the queue. Okay, National Tourism Policy Committee. Check this out, guys. National Tourism Policy Committee agrees to initial proposal to collect 300 baht land entry fee on individual foreign tourists for tourism fund. It says the National Tourism Policy Committee under the Tourism and Sports Ministry approved a proposal of collecting a fee of roughly $10 or about 300 baht on foreign tourists who enter Thailand as a part of the Tourism Promotion Fund, including tourist accident insurance and funds for affected labor and entrepreneurs in case of financial crisis. Minister of Tourism and Sports revealed to the press yesterday, January the 14th, that the 300 baht money will be collected as a land entry fee on individual foreigners and will be used on tourism management and development, including providing insurance for foreign tourists while traveling Thailand. I thought you already had to have insurance when you came to Thailand. The fee collection is similar to Japan's some kind of tax, also known as an international tourist tax. According to a statement, it is to ensure the tourists will be taken care of in case of an accident that occurred during their stay until they safely depart the kingdom. Initially, if we started to collect 300 baht per person on 10 million foreign tourists, according to the estimated number, it would bring the fund up 300 billion baht this year, he said. Details of the regulations and conditions will be proposed to the Cabinet Committee the next meeting before acknowledgement and approval before being published in the Government Gazette if agreed. The fee proposal has been in discussion for some time now, notes the Pattaya News, but was postponed due to the pandemic. I can't believe I just said that. The insurance is likely to be limited in scope, and the exact details on what it covers and how will be in the future. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it's going to be very limited. And the Tiger broke it down yesterday. If you didn't see the video about this on the Tiger, go watch it. It is important to note, although approved at the tourism authority level, this is still a proposal and needs cabinet approval. There are also many questions about the proposal, such as if one already has insurance, will they be required to purchase this additional insurance? It's not really insurance. That's the thing. It is insurance, but they broke it down to something like 34 baht actually goes towards one or the other. Actually, 34 baht goes to I believe either the insurance or the fund, one of the two. Can't say. I don't know why they're only 16 thumbs. Why we were only showing 16 thumbs up. I see 26 now. I don't know what I don't know what the thumbs up deal was, man. It says, where was that? Thailand currently requires at least $100,000 of USD insurance for COVID-19 related medical issues to enter, along with a number. I just said the whole thing again, didn't I? Along with a number of other requirements. It is believed, however, that this insurance plan is more of a long-term plan after the situation subsides. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. So that's kind of the news, and now we can kind of talk. Let's see here. Let's go back up here. I was at Mr. Mauro Grassa. Greetings. I'm planning long stay starting in October of next year. What is the best way to access my money while in Thailand? Can I create a bank account in Thailand? Absolutely. You can create a bank account in Thailand. TransferWise is a good way to move your money around. And other than that, that's pretty much it. You can create multiple bank accounts here in Thailand. You can move your money around Thailand. You can pay all your bills on your cell phone here in Thailand. You can transfer money to other people in Thailand using your cell phone. This is the easiest banking system I've ever seen in any country ever. Stuck in Florida says there are hundreds of influenza viruses. The flu shot does not cover all of them. How many cases of polio, measles, smallpox, etc. do you see in most countries? That's very good. Wikan FPV says, I will pay that happily. So will I. It's $10. It's 300 baht. It's basically nothing. And if Thailand could truly see 10 million tourists come and they all have to pay 300 additional baht, it's worth it, because that would really help rebuild Thailand's infrastructure, tourism infrastructure. And I think that is a good proposal. I think that they should approve that. I hope they do. I really do. Yeah, but I would be happy to pay that as well. Robert says there's a lot of data mining farms that are buying up Bitcoin. That is driving up the costs. I'll leave that to Robert because I have no idea about Bitcoin. Let's see. Where were we? Stuck says over 100, not hundreds. Over 100, not hundreds. Okay, I'll take your word for it, bro. Wikan says, I agree. If we can afford to go $10 up will help. Yep. Tom says 27 now. Good. Yeah. Oh, I see 29. That must mean 30 in real life. Are you drinking again, Mr. Mitch? That's funny. Got me. He says, hey, Pompon. Pompon, good to see you. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Tim says, so Thailand desperately needs tourists, foreigners, right? What better way to put down the welcome mat to the country than to raise tourist foreign expenses to enter the country? Hey, man. That's the other side of the coin, right? That's the way I try not to look at it. No offense, Tim, by any means. I try not to look at it that way, because if you look at it that way, then you're going to kind of scrutinize everything that's done in Thailand, because pretty much everything is done to make money in Thailand. But most countries do, but I'm talking about tourism industry itself. So in the tourism faction, they're looking for any way, which really, if you think about it, if you're the tourism industry here in Thailand, why not put a lot of little bitty fees on stuff. That would help. That would help a lot, especially if you had a bunch of tourists coming in. Lyle says stuck in AM. I don't know what that means. Tom says Thailand needs to be their own citizens before mass tourism comes back. Either that or they need to learn how to deal with it. The thing about it is, guys, I'm saving it for tomorrow. If you want to be a part of the open discussion tomorrow about what this all means for Thailand and tourism, and are these lockdowns going to continue to help, and are these restrictions going to continue to be the way that Thailand controls the illness, and is the V going to be the one, and is that going to be the magic cure to everything, or the magic shot is going to be the way in to everything? I don't think so. And that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Okay. It very well could be, but I will gladly explain my opinion in tomorrow's live stream with evidence. And let's see. What else do we have here? Hey, we have a new channel member. Who is that? Ottoman Asia. Welcome. Somebody else that wants to participate in tomorrow's live stream. Robert has thrown the become a channel member link up there. So it's only $2.99 a month, guys, and you get access to channel membership. And we're going to have at least one every month, at least one, possibly two members only live streams where we can discuss everything and don't have to worry about just can't discuss Thai monarchy, or we want to dance around political issues that we don't want to do a deep dive on, because that's not really what this channel, that's never been what this channel's about. And even though it's a members only thing, still don't want to push around the political stuff. There are other channels that you can watch that you can engage with all that. No problem. Let's see here. All right. Ross says, Tim, if they wanted to bury the 300 baht, have airlines included on all tickets, you would never know if it even existed. Thailand used to have an exit visa fee. That's true. They did. I read about it. I was never, I never paid it, but I remember reading about that a long time ago. And yeah, you got a good point, Ross. Wiccan FVP says, do you live in a condo or home, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind you asking. I live in a condo. Alejandro says, they told me that I need to provide proof of financial capacity for my long stay in Thailand. Yep, you will. I decided to do the full 9 months. Are you required to deposit money in a Thai bank as a condition? I don't know for sure because I'm not 100%. I haven't used the STB, so I can't tell you for sure. I can tell you some people that can tell you for sure, but they're not on here anymore for some reason. They don't like me. And yeah, that would be. I would personally, if I were you, you can do a free consultation over the phone, Alejandro, with a company called Integrity Legal here in Thailand, and they will tell you. They will answer your questions on that. So I cannot. I'm sorry. Very, very sorry. There is the link again, from Robert, if you want to join the channel. Greg says, add a bunch of little fees to everything. Sounds like California. No, California adds big fees to everything. That's a big one. Tim says, so when this situation is all said and done, everything goes back to the way it was. It never will. Will the bars that have closed open again? I mean, is there still interest in opening them again? Of course. Tim, have you not been watching my YouTube shorts? I put out a video on YouTube Shorts the other day, which is videos less than 60 seconds long, saying, like, Pattaya, for example, is iconic. It will rise again. It will come back to life. I guarantee it. It will come back to life, unless the Thai government does something to make sure that it doesn't come back to life. There's Lyle. Hey, Lyle, Mr. Member Lyle. I am glad you are now a channel member, Lyle. Thank you, sir. But you got to understand, it's never going away completely. Okay, it's never going away completely. You're always going to have to deal with this. This is going to be like, it's going to be like any other anything else. It's going to be like, it's going to be like that. It's never going to completely go away. So after the magic shots are all given to everybody, and it's still here, which it will be. I'm not talking about Thailand. I'm talking about all over the world. It'll still be there. And we know this because we've heard of the mutations that have occurred already and these kind of things. So if it's not one set, it's like Stuck's comment about smallpox and that kind of polio, that kind of thing, where there was one strain. So it's always going to be here and around. You have to have effective medications to treat it. And in my opinion, well, I'll save that for the live stream tomorrow. Yes, the bars will open. The clubs will open, Tim, to answer your question. The bars will open. The clubs will open. There will be a way that it was. I'm just not sure it's ever going to be the same way that it was. I hesitate to use the term new normal, but that's pretty much what's going to happen. Mr. Mitch says, headed out to get some takeout Thai food. Be back in a bit. Okay, Mr. Mitch, take care, brother. Ross says, Tim, I expect bars to reopen many with new owners. I agree. With that, I agree 100%. Take care, everyone. All right, Mr. Mitch, you have a good one, brother. And Stuck in Florida says, welcome, Autumn in Asia. Yes, welcome, sir. Ross says, there will always be girls wanting to earn more money working on... Oh, come on, man. We can't put that in the chat. What's wrong with you? Automanasia says, thank you. Tim says, well, Jeremy, I'm a glass is half empty kind of guy. I understand. 100% understand. I used to be, in many ways, I still am a glass is half empty kind of guy, but I really try to look at it half full if I can. I really try to. The Ralph says they need to get cheap, fast, accurate testing available to be able to deal with it. Jeremy, my long-standing opinion. I mean, who can argue with that, right? Maro, I hope I'm saying that right. Opportunities will arise, as they always do in time of crisis. Maybe I can buy a cheap bar in Patong. There you go. Ross says, Maro, Phuket recovered after the tsunami. Thailand will also rebuild back better. I agree. And I get your reference too, Ross. Fucker. Stuck in Florida says, Ross Rayong, I've seen the size of some of the farangs in Pattaya. I'm not sure if there isn't still some broken bags. That's funny. Tim says, yes, I have, but people are fickle. That's true. Alejandro says, okay, thank you. I am in the Philippines now, but all my, oops, you went away. Where we go? Okay, thank you. I am in the Philippines now, but all my money is in American banks, and I MoneyGram as needed. I have a thing about putting money in third world banks. I don't blame you. Ross says, Stuck, you sort of feel that build. That's why there are Pookies. Tom Bernard, STV just show you've got $20,000, I believe, in your own country. I think you're right, Tom. I believe you are correct. Ross, that's exactly my hope, he says. That's good. Stuck says, where's Stuck? He says, Ross around, there's someone for everyone. I guess me personally, I'm not a very big guy, 80 kilograms, 175 centimeters. So we're about the same size, Stuck. Griffin says, nice to have you as a member live on Automanasia. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Yes, they are, Alejandro, and we try to call them something else other than what you called them in there. So no disrespect to you in any way, but YouTube doesn't like that term, so we'll remove that and call them drinking companions or entertainers or something like that. Tim's got the thumbs up. Ross says the big disease with the little name did not wipe out Pattaya or Phuket years ago. This current one won't either. That's true. That's true. Ross says starving is one way of saying it. Yeah, it's one way of saying it. I agree. Tom says a lot of people have lost their jobs in the West too. Yeah, the West is hurting bad. I just spoke to my dad recently, and he was telling me about just how bad it truly is over there, and it's not, it's not a good thing. Tourism is such a sketchy topic right now. Not sketchy, but it's just such a it's a topic that everybody wants to know a little bit about. Let me explain what I mean by that. Right now, especially if you're in America, okay, because of all the crepe madness going on over there, but in other countries as well, like the UK, there's madness there. So if you're in a Western country, you're looking for somewhere to go. Like you want to go somewhere just to get away from the day-to-day grind of living where you are. So naturally, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, all that stuff. These are places for us to go. These are places for us to travel. Right now, you can't get in the Philippines if you're an American. As of making this video, this is for January, January 2021. Also, Thailand is extraordinarily difficult to get in right now. I believe that Asia Unscripted has the best idea of us all. He is currently in Hanoi, Vietnam, and I think that that's probably the place to be. Just my thing. Tim says one man's loss is another man's gain. That's always been true, and I agree with you, Tim. We're on the same page there. I hate it for people in the West, and I hate it for people here in Thailand. You should see the difference in the morale of the people in Thailand when stuff like this happens. It's sad. It really is. It's sad to watch. Some people have a good attitude no matter what, but the vast majority of the Thais, you can see it in their everyday demeanor. I'm around Thais every day, so you can see in their everyday demeanor what these things do to them and their families, and yeah, I just hope it gets better for them. That's all. Wiccan says, oops, got another comment there. Let me jump back up. Wiccan says, with the work mentality of the people and as nice as they are, it's impossible for Thailand not to come back. They will be stronger than before. I believe that. I do. I believe that. Ross says, Tim, one man's loss is another man's opportunity. It's also a good way of saying it. Tad. Hi, Tad, from Yokohama. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Physical trainers. How's your dad and stepmom recovered? Yeah, they both 100% recovered, Ross. Thank you for asking. They're both good. They were almost asymptomatic to begin with, or my dad was. I think my stepmom had a little more trouble, but they were good. They were doing good. And thanks for asking. I appreciate that. Tim says America is getting yet another round of direct help from Uncle Sam. Well, we'll see about that. We don't, that's what we can bring that up in tomorrow. Tim, you should become a channel member so you can join us tomorrow and we can talk about that. Greg, well, actually, I don't know that we'll talk about that because that's very political. So I don't know. Greg says, short of a year visit, I would just set up a Charles Schwab account in the U.S. so you can get your ATM fees back. That's not a bad idea either, Greg. That is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Ross says, Greg, the ATMs usually have the worst exchange rates. Some base it off the dollar. Yeah, that's true. Others on the TT rate. I agree with that because I withdraw out of ATM sometimes, and it's just I got 10,000 baht out of the ATM the other day. It cost me $364 to get 10,000 baht. Just to let you know. Robert says, join the special members only live stream tomorrow. Become a channel member, and there is the link to become a channel member of DoMoreLife. And like I said, I can guarantee we're going to have at least one members only live stream each month, maybe 2. It depends. We have not converted PayPal contributions today at all. So there have been no contributions to the channel via PayPal. That's why it led me into doing tomorrow, having members only, because if there's not going to be any contributions coming into the channel, then we might as well try to boost membership and see if we can turn some income in that way, because the channel has to generate income to keep going, and that's just all there is to it. Not trying to be hard on that or whatever. I just think it'll be a good way for us to get together and be able to talk. It'll be fun. Plus, it's very cheap. Asia says only 1,521 sea cases in Vietnam since last January. Life is normal from what I understand on the outside. That's awesome, dude. And I really hope, I know you will. I know you'll make, because he's got his own channel, make videos on Vietnam. And you never know. You might find me over there at some point in time. I don't know. Stuck says, Asia Unscripted, can you move around Vietnam once done with Q? Good question. Tim says, how much is 10,000 baht in American dollars? Well, technically, 10,000 baht should be $300. But with the fees and the exchange rate that I got charged by my bank $364. The Ralph says, don't Thais believe heavily in karma? That may explain some strong feelings about the current situation. Yes, they do, Ralph. And that's a good comment. It is. Asia Unscripted says, stuck in Florida. Yes, I will have full access after the 14 days is done. I am on day 4. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Ross says, down, we still do not know if it's poisonous. More than 50 million people have taken it around the world. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I assume it's the magic shot. Robert says, stuck in Florida. My family members in Vietnam go from Saigon to Long and twice a week, no problem. I guess that means travel. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? Did you see 23 people die in Norway from magic shot? I did. I saw that, and that was a little bit scary. Do you know where that magic shot came from? Was that the China one or AstraZeneca, Pfizer? I can't remember. Just curious. Let's see. Stuck in Florida says, Asia Unscripted, that's great. I like Northern Vietnam, but Hanoi is a bit much for me. Yeah, that would probably be the city I would be in too. Asia Unscripted says, Hanoi has too much smog. I will head to Saigon once my 14 days are done. Cool. Ross says 332. 332. I have no idea what he's talking about. Tim, so you got charged more than you took out. Yeah. So you're saying $332. I got you, bud. Okay, gotcha. At the current exchange rate, which, by the way, the dollar is losing its value, boys. It is. I'm sorry. It just is. And the baht is not losing its value. Asia said, I will do videos for sure. I know you will. I can't wait to see them. That was Pfizer? Wow. Scary, Jimmy. Scary. Jimmy, I don't know if you just jumped in the live stream or not, but just so you know, to become a channel member, it's $2.99 a month, and we're going to have a live stream tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for channel members only, and it's a closed live stream, so you can talk about pretty much and say pretty much whatever you want to say, as long as you don't mention the Thai monarchy or get into politics across the world too much. Everything else is pretty much on the table. It's a good place to have an open discussion. I'm sure our channel members will be happy with what's going to happen. We're going to do 1 or 2 of those a month. Robert Mack says, Asia Unscripted, you have 5-year exempt visa. I don't know. Norway was Pfizer, says Greg. That's wow. 10K baht is $332. Right? Man, you can tell that exchange rate's just like not too good. So yeah, it cost me $364 to get it out. So I paid another $32 in fees. Or also an exchange rate because I got it out of an ATM. Asia Unscripted says, Robert Mack, Asia, no, I will be working here. Oh, cool. Can you tell us what you're going to be doing, Age Unscripted? You don't have to, but I'm just asking. That's interesting. Green eggs and spam. Fidelity also has a brokerage account that refunds ATM fees. That's true. Awesome. Stuck in Florida is talking to someone. Too many words in that comment. That is not YouTube friendly. Good for you, Stuck. Robert Mack says, Age Unscripted, understand. Alejandro says, from what I've read, the magic shot has not been approved or licensed by the FDA. Only authorized for emergency use. It is an investigational B, not licensed for any indication as of yet. Yep. YouTube keywords in that one. No offense, dude. No offense. No offense. I know you haven't been in here very much, so you'll learn the ways of the chat. Asia Unscripted says to Robert Mack and Asia, I will probably end up with a 2-year TRC. Cool. Dowell says Big Tech is a dictatorship. We should be able to say anything we want. I don't think you've made a solid comment that doesn't have just a whole bunch of rhetoric in it. We don't really talk about the things that you're talking about in here. This is Do More Life, not Do More Government. If he kicks in another one, you guys just go ahead and boot him. If he does another comment like that, because that's not. Yeah. Alejandro says, also, Congress exempted the manufacturers from any liability from dangers. That's a big fat comfort. Yeah, we're going to take that out too. Ty Guy Brown says, me and my girlfriend sent her mom 32,000 baht, cost us 810 euros. Or is that 810 pounds? I'm not sure. Not AD. Interesting. Sorry. No need to be sorry, Alejandro. No need to be sorry, because it's all good. And you kind of got to learn the Do More Life system. It's just one of those things. Robert Mack in Asia says, Asia Unscripted, I found out the 5-year exempt visa is good since I'm married to a Vietnamese. You are married to a Vietnamese. Oh, interesting. Join the live stream tomorrow and the live streams that will be coming once or twice a month. There is the link. If you are interested in becoming a channel member, and you will be privileged to those open discussions where we don't have to hold back as much. Asian Script said, I'll be teaching just like you. Awesome, man. That's awesome. I want to know how teaching is after you've got a job over there and you've done it for a while. I want to know like the differences and stuff and see what it's like. Because I think Vietnam would be a cool place to go. Asia Unscripted says, Robert Mack in Asia, I am not married at this time. Are you in Vietnam now? Alejandro P. I says, I'm new at this. I know you are, and that is why there is no reason to be sorry, sir. No reason at all. Robert Mack says, Asia Unscripted, very good. Hope everything goes well. Asia Unscripted says, I'll be doing very well on the 27th when I get free from my queue. I bet you will. Ty Guy Bryce says, pounds. Don't normally send that much, but times are different. I understand. Times are different. There's a lot of people over here really hurting. And it does make a big difference. By the way, when I do YouTube shorts, I do them for less than 60 seconds. Watch them because they usually have a good informative message in them. Some of them are not necessarily geared towards exactly Thailand. Some of them are motivational things. But it's 60 seconds of your time. And if you don't have the bell notification clicked and hover over the bell and click all on this channel, then you may not receive notifications of the videos that I put up. Very important to me that you guys stay apprised or stay updated on the videos that I put out. Because that way when we have discussions, you guys know what's out and what we've been talking about. Robert Mack said, Robert Mack says, Agent Unscripted, I came to California February 15th. We'll be back this year for a while. My wife has a house I need to get back. I hear you, buddy. And we hope that you are able to do that. Alejandro says, one final question before I go. Upon arrival, I am looking for a nice, quiet, secluded place away from the crowds, the entertainers, and such. Was considering Koh Samui. What's your opinion? Well, you have to go to whatever ASQ hotels are available. You can get plenty of ASQ hotels that are away from the crowd. You can get them here in Bangkok. You can come to Bangkok. It doesn't matter where you go, whether it be Samui or Pattaya. You can go there. You can go pretty much anywhere that has an ASQ hotel. But you're not going to be able to leave that room for, it's actually 15 days, by the way. You're not going to be able to leave that room. You're just not going to be able to. So, to me, it wouldn't really matter where I was. The only thing you can hope for is it's a good view, but you're not going to be able to leave the room. Period. So it really wouldn't matter to me. That's just my opinion. Asian Unscripted says, in Vietnam, you are just at school for your classes. No classes, no reason to be at school. I love that. In Thailand, you're at school all day, no matter if you have classes or not. That's true. That's very true, Asian Unscripted. I really like that. Wiccan says, I think a lot of these new guys needs to go back and watch your story about being there. I think that would show what positive people we are. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely positive. I'm super optimistic. It's just been week after week after week after week after week of this, can't do this, can't do that. And it is what it is. Got to bounce. Everyone stay. Okay, Ross. See you, buddy. Thank you, man. Stay safe unless you have better plans. That's awesome. Green Eggs and Spam says, do you teach conversational English or do you need to do grammar also? I've taught both. Right now, currently, I'm just teaching basic English to little kiddies. Alejandro says, that's okay by me. 15 days is a good trade-off. I agree. Greg says, I think they're up to 6 golf resorts, ASQs now. Yes, they are. We're going to talk about some funny stuff going on with those things in tomorrow's live chat. So if you have not become a channel member, I strongly encourage you to become a channel member. Stuck in Florida says, have fun with the fence, Ross. Alejandro says, have a good afternoon. Catch you soon. Sounds good, Alejandro. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. There's AJ Nomad. He says, hi, Jeremy. I'm starting to book an ASQ hotel. Seems like a lot of choices, but I think a room with a balcony is necessary. I would think so, because if not, you're not going to get any fresh air. So, yeah, I would think that would be definitely necessary. Tourism in Thailand is needed. Thailand needs tourism. And this has been a full media update. Thailand news. I read directly from the Pattaya news. I hope that we're going to have the members live stream tomorrow. If you're interested, you can become a channel member. You just click the link that Robert just put up in the channel member section. And it's $2.99 a month. We're going to have, there are other perks that come with that, but and you can read about them before you join, but there are, we're going to do it at least once a month, maybe twice. So for $3 a month, you're going to get your own seat at the table, and we don't have to worry too much about what we say as long as we don't break any laws. I think that's going to be a good thing. I think it's going to be a big deal. And it will likely benefit. I think it'll benefit the channel greatly, and we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. I've never done it before. We've had one live stream before. We only had like 3 or 4 channel members in there. So Griffin, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you being here, and definitely see you at 9 tomorrow. Guys, if you, Greg says, aren't some ASQs allowing roof access? I think Mike was able to go on the roof for exercise. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Always keep in mind that this channel's roots are in travel, but right now, as a working person, it's hard for me to travel. So until we have holidays, I cannot travel. I do have more Kirby videos and stuff for you coming up. As you can see, I'm releasing, if you're on a friend of mine on Facebook, or if you're in the Facebook group, then you can see some pictures that have come out of Krabi lately. Also, take note that I'm going to be moving platforms eventually, and that's starting already. I'm going to set up something on either Rumble or BitChute, and we're going to start live streaming from DLive at some point. So everybody be aware of that, and that will probably happen over the next couple months. I'm going to see how it goes. We're going to see what kind of engagement we can get, and we'll see what happens. Greg said, oh, already answered. Automanation says, thank you for all that great info. See you tomorrow. You are more than welcome, sir. Everybody, thank you so much. I know we didn't get any PayPal contributions today, but we did get a lot of channel members, and I appreciate that very much. I look forward to the conversation we have tomorrow, where everybody can say what they think and not really be worried about too many consequences. Just remember, don't talk about the monarchy, and limit anything that has to do with politics, specifically in America. Other than that, we can let it roll. So if you hadn't become a channel member, please consider doing so. There are other perks as well. I love you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you to all my moderators who do an awesome job. I mean, an awesome job of keeping the stream nice and clean, and doing just absolute wonderful. I don't think you have to do too much cleaning up tomorrow in the live stream, but we'll see. We will definitely see. There will not be a big announcement tomorrow for the members only live stream. I'll just have to send you guys. I'll send it through a message in the community tab. Members only should be able to see the video up there, and just click on it close to 9 o'clock, and I should be in there. That's how it should work. Asia Unscripted says, in Thailand, ASQ has more flexibility than here in Vietnam. In Vietnam, you can't leave the room at all except to grab your meal and take out your trash. Wow, that's cool. Thanks, everyone, for joining the DoMoreLife family and live stream. I agree, stuck, and we will leave it at that. So whatever you do today, guys, find a way to do more life. See ya.